Hello, beautiful earth angels, cycle breakers, empaths. This is angel coach, alchemist, and author of Receiving from Your Angels. And I'm so happy to be here on day 29 of 30 days of courage, visibility, and angels. And it is the penultimate day, the day before the final day. And I looked it up just to make sure I was using that term correctly, and I am. So it's the penultimate day. I just, for some reason, really love that word. So I am here to serve those highly sensitive, highly intuitive souls, those empaths, those earth angels, those cycle breakers who are here to make a difference in the world by healing yourself, by showing up and sharing, showing up and shining like a gem. So the programs that I offer help you to, whether it's my private coaching or my group coaching offerings and group offerings and programs, is to help you to get the gems of your journey. And by alchemizing the pain into peace, not by spiritually bypassing, not by the power of positive thinking, although positive thinking is very important, and not by the old way, right? Suppressing, numbing, exiling, right? There's no more of that. We're being guided to process. We're being guided to integrate. We're being guided to alchemize. So if this resonates with you, you're in the right place. So on this penultimate day, I was really praying, right? Like, how do I serve? So I want to start by saying that, like, how do I serve? How do I add value? So I was thinking about the past 28 days, today's 29, today's day 29. So the past 28 days. And I was like, okay, let me do mindset work this morning. So the teaching will be around mindset. So I sat down and I realized, first of all, I have not done mindset work in a while. I've been on winter break and I've been doing my personal practice, but there's a very specific mindset work. So I sat down to do it and I realized how many actually positive thoughts I had about this. It actually made me feel really good. I was like, I didn't even have that many negative thoughts about this, but I found one in there. Like, oh, I didn't market myself enough, in these 30 days. Like, that was part of it. So I was thinking, like, what was my initial goal of this? So my initial goal, I had sort of 3 goals. And I feel like I reached the number 1 goal, my first most important goal, which was to heal myself. And I hope that when you hear this, it doesn't sound like, oh, selfish or narcissistic. It's like, oh my gosh, like, I put myself first. And that's what I'm inviting. That's what your angels are inviting you to do in the brand new year, in the 2026 universal year 1, in the new epicycle, that you put yourself first. And so what I was working on was showing up without a script. Imperfect, unpolished, unscripted. Without a plan per se, like without even bullet points. Because I can do bullet points. Give me bullet points, I know how to flow. So I really feel that this past 28 days has helped me break that curse, that spell, that fear, really, right? It was a fear of being judged, a fear of being vulnerable to the next level, fear of not making sense when I just spoke from my heart. And I healed that. So thank you. Thank you for everybody who was here. Then my number 2 goal was to add value to your life. And it's interesting. Let me slow down for a second. Okay. My first goal was to heal this fear of visibility and to show up. My second goal was to add value to your life. And my third goal was to market the Angelic Alchemist membership and the Angel Reiki program that are happening this year. And although I was confident that I wanted to name all 3 goals and then kind of go and then unpack them, I realized I didn't do that. So thank you, angels. So goal number 1 achieved, yay, celebrating. And I do want to keep the momentum going. I actually have an idea for the next series of things I'm going to talk about. So that's cool. And the second goal was to add value to your life. And I hope that I have. How do I know, right? How do I know I added value to your life? I really was like thinking about that, kind of thinking about it, kind of praying about it, like, okay. I mean, and it's like, do the numbers, because how else do I know other than numbers if I added value to your life? Right? So one of the ways I started to assign, did I add value to your life, was that someone would subscribe, because once I click end, I get like stats, right? How long people watched it, and there's a couple other stats, and like every now and then I'd get like a subscriber, and I was like, oh my God, I got a subscriber from this. Like, that must mean I added value to their life, so that, that's one. So how else do we know other than the numbers and maybe just our heartfelt confirmation that we added value? And then the third was to market these two amazing, heart-born, soul-led, soul-created offerings. By sharing my story, by hopefully sharing why and how it's added so much value to my life. And I hope that just got all woven in there. So my prayer is that happened. And so the value of mindset work. And I wouldn't say I'm a mindset coach, because I'm not, right? I'm an angel coach. And what I do as an angel coach is I help you heal the pain in your body, whether that's physical or emotional pain, with the love of the angels. And we do this through a daily angel. There's several ways we do it, but the first is a daily angel practice. So once you hire me as your coach, we set up a daily practice of you receiving love from your angels. I try to make the practice as short and sweet as possible. Usually ends up being about 15 minutes a day. The meditation itself is between 10 and 12 minutes, because I create a personal meditation for my 6-month coaching clients. So you have a fuel, you have a angel team, and you have a daily practice of not only meditation, but self-energy work. Because the core of the work that I do, how we alchemize your pain into peace, how we get the gems of the journey, is through the daily infusion of angel love, angel compassion. And so those are the clients, those are the students that I am looking to support, or those of you looking for a supportive, nourishing, self-loving daily practice. Okay? And then when my clients hire me as their coach, we also have many sessions. So in that first session, they receive an attunement, they receive their team, they get confirmation on their fuel, and we set up their practice. And then we meet again very shortly after for the next session, and we just kind of anchor everything in. And then every session has energy work as part of it. So where does the mindset work come into this, right? It's like aligning the mindset work that I bring. Now and let me slow it down. There's a very specific mindset work that I do, that I learned from my coach, that she learned from her coach, called the model, or CTFAR. If you've never heard of that, circumstance, thought, feeling, action, result, go look it up. It's awesome. I'm not going to teach CTFAR. I actually tried for a while and realized it was not in alignment for me. Plus, I didn't study with Brooke Castillo, so I really felt like it wasn't really, I learned it from someone who studied with Brooke Castillo, and she modified it through her soul lens and all of that. So anyway, the mindset work, that's one of the levels of mindset work that I do. I sit down and I write down all the negative thoughts that are in my brain. I pick out the loudest one or two or three, and I do the model with it. And it has changed my life. So if you don't know the mindset work, if you don't know Brooke Castillo and the model and the mindset work, get up on it, because it is so friggin' powerful. It has literally changed my life. And I highly, 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 highly recommend it. She started as a weight loss coach, and then realized holy cow, what she could create from this. And I think she's a multi-millionaire coach and teacher now. So I I committed, let's put it overall, I committed to it. But I realized the past couple weeks on my winter break that I had not been committing to that. So when I sat down again to do it, I mean, first of all, it felt good, but I also felt kind of rusty with it. And it's so, so powerful. The mindset work that I do with my clients is more energetic. You know, we find the part in their body that's loud. Maybe it's screaming, maybe it's whispering, right? We really found the loudest part, the part that's in the most pain. And then we dialogue with it, we talk with it, we connect with it. And why am I sharing all this? Yeah, and we figure out, right? Like what thought is this part thinking that's causing it pain? That's the mindset work that I do with my clients. It's like, what's the most painful thought that you're having? And there's many ways to find that out. Like we're doing it energetically by accessing the body, going into the body and saying, okay, what is this body part saying? What is this part inside of your body saying? All of that, right? What is this part? What's this part's thoughts? What's this part's model? What's this part's dialogue and inner dialogue? And so for me, what came up this morning was like this inner critic. Okay, so I had a part that felt disappointed and a part that felt like criticizing me. And the criticism was you didn't promote yourself enough. The criticism was like, you had 28 days, you know, to talk about your programs and get your numbers up, right? Get the numbers of on the Angelic Alchemist membership wait list, get the 2 other Angel Reiki students. And because that hadn't happened, this part was criticizing me. Ultimately, I guess I feel like I failed, right? I didn't get what I set out to do. Although I did reach my number 1 goal. And I just had to be with that. You know, I just had to be with this part that was disappointed. I had to be with this part that's still critical of me after all the freaking work that I've done to heal that wound of self-judgment and inner criticism, and just be like, okay, yeah, it's still there. And guess what? This year, this decade, this epicycle, I'm meeting those parts with love, which is something like that I talked about yesterday, right? I'm loving myself through it. And so it's like, okay, yeah, I've got this inner critic, right? But you don't run my business. You don't need to even show up for this video. So hopefully that all makes sense, because that was just a flow. I want to tune in because I feel like the angels are saying something else. So thank you. So part of the teaching is thoughts create the feeling. The feeling is the magnet that draws the experiences to you. That's Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? Thought creates the feeling. Feeling is the magnet that draws the experiences to you. So if you don't like how you're feeling, figure out what thought you're thinking, right? And you can use, there's so many modalities to help you get clear on the thought that's causing you the most pain. You can do it energetically, you can do it through journaling, you can do it through the model, you can do it through energy work. And that's where I come in, right? My gifts are energy medicine gifts, both Angel Reiki and IET, which I'm a master in both of those. And so thank you, angels, for that. So it's like, what's the most painful thought you're having? And how are you going to release it, right? There's many ways to release a painful thought, which is making you feel a certain way, which is making you attract those energies. And if we can look at it through the lens of compassion, through the lens of non-judgment, through the lens of detachment, then we can intentionally let it go, but also alchemize it, right? Like, oh, instead of being like, oh, I can't believe I have this inner critic is in there, and oh, that would be another part of me, right? That was judging the inner critic or judging that I still have this wound that I've had for who knows how long, decades, lifetimes. It was like, oh, let me just meet this with compassion. I might always have an inner critic in there because of the traumatic childhood that I had. And I just have to be like, that's okay. right? I have a part that criticizes me. I have a part that judges me. I have a part that feels disappointed when I don't reach my goal, even though I know I showed up 100% of the time. So I hope something in there resonates with you and makes sense, because I feel like I wanted to like dig in. And let me see what's next. I feel like there's something else the angels are saying. So mindset work, when I talk about it, is not just thinking positive thoughts. It's looking at the most painful thought, feeling, energy part through the eyes of love. And that's where the angels come in, because the angels, right, are these divine beings of love and light who are looking at our shadow, looking at our darkness, looking at our wounds, looking at our ego, our humanity, our parts, all of that with so much love. And it's like, even when we just get a glimpse of how much our soul loves us, how much our angels love us, how much the divine loves us, like, holy cow, and I almost swore, we begin to shift that negative thought. So it's not about putting positive thoughts on top of the negative thought. It's actually bringing the negative thought to the surface and looking at it through the eyes of love. And that's what all of my programs do. That's what the Angelic Alchemist membership is going to do through these Archangel activations. So the Angelic Alchemist membership is let me slow down for a second. Okay, I'm going to do a 5-day series, the 7th through the 11th, because that's when the founding members door opens, all about the Angelic Alchemist membership. So just know, if you're not on that wait list, go to my website, get on the wait list, JillKempterHealing.com. And I'm going to be talking more. I'm going to do I think I'm going to do Facebook Lives, but I'm not sure, just because YouTube is really like a cold market for me. And I think I might connect with my warm market. So I haven't decided that yet. So my coaching programs will help you turn your pain into peace. Gently, easily, lovingly, joyfully. And I invite you, if you haven't had a consult from me and you'd like to have a consult, I have 4 openings a month right now. I'm open for 1 consult a week. So far, right now, I'm just doing the first quarter. Most likely that'll be the same throughout 2026, but 4 openings a month, 1 a week, to have a free angelic pain relief consult. And in that consult, I'm going to help you. Here's what I'm confident about. I'm confident that your angels know how to heal your pain. The second thing I'm confident about is I have the messages, the medicine, and the modalities to help you to hear that answer, to receive that pain relief answer. And have I want you to have relief. Like, that means so much to me. That's my passion. That's my purpose. Like, you getting angelic pain relief. And of course, I'd love for you to be my coaching client if that's in alignment. So you're going to get your fuel, right? The healing intention and energy that's going to heal that pain. You're going to walk away with an archangel that's going to help you heal that pain. And you're going to hear and understand the angelic perspective of your pain. That's the consult. Then I have 2, I need water. I have 2 programs. I guess you would call them group programs, right? That are going to be combining all my energy medicine gifts. The first is the Angel Reiki Immersion, which starts on January 24th, 2026. And basically, you're going to learn all in this Angel Reiki Immersion, which there are 2 openings for. You're going to learn Angel Reiki, level 1, 2, and 3. All that information's on my website. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep sharing about it. Even after the Angel Reiki Immersion is full and complete, I'm still going to be talking about it, because guess what? I'm going to do it again. This is part of my medicine and my passion. Oh, shoot. I said I was going to bring the manuals. I forgot. I forgot my own reminder. I promise tomorrow I'll do it, because I don't want to get off the camera and go dig. And I'm gonna end soon because it's time. So And then I have the Angelic Alchemist membership, which is a brand new offering, heart offering, soul created heart offering, which I'm going to be talking more about in the coming up week. So yeah, I love you all. I hope something here added value to your life. My fuel this week is still simplicity. It's my fuel for the year, and I usually do that same fuel for like the first couple weeks. So I love that it's simplicity. And the reading I got today, my personal reading, which includes lapis lazuli, which is why I have all my lapis lazuli on today. I get to wear my favorite color. One of my favorite colors, my Archangel Michael Blue, was just so spot on. Like, I feel so encouraged by my reading today. And this is one of the things I help my clients with, is how to work with oracle cards to embody your fuel and to embody your intention and to get that relief that you're seeking. So yeah, I'm so proud of myself for showing up for 29 days. Thank you so much for all of you who liked, shared, subscribed. I hope to keep connecting with you as we move forward. And I think that's it. I feel like there's something else. But it's not coming through right now. Okay, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for day 30. And angels, please remind me to bring my Angel Reiki level 1, 2, and 3 manuals so you can see how beautiful they are. And if you're ready for the Angel Reiki immersion, I've been talking about it over the past 28 days or so. Email me and we can set up a chat. Okay, lots of love. Bye, everyone. Thank you.